Hello everyone, and welcome to this little track guide for VIR North Course in the Formula Vee. A really fun track. First time the V is here in the official series. Draft is gonna be strong here, but there's also some technical parts where you can maybe get away. Let's get into it. With this long straight and the draft, turn 1 is gonna be one of the best places to overtake, so keep that in mind. I use this little board here with the arrow on the left as my braking marker. You want to brake quite hard in the beginning and go for a late apex. Once you've had that initial hit, you want to steer in and then bleed off the brake ever so slightly, going all the way to the curb here, and then apex at the end of it, and of course go full throttle when you hit the curb. I feel I get it right when I stay near the right side of the track. Turn 2, I missed the apex by a few meters to open up turn 3 a bit more. For turn 3 I don't brake, I use the weight transfer of the car to get the car to turn in. The point where I start modulating the throttle is this darkened part just in front of us, and my turning point is the curb just up ahead. I do turn in just a bit before of it, and then you aim for the inside curb and want to take a bit of it, and then go full throttle when you hit the curb and use all the track out here because you won't get a 1x. Turn 4 is really important. If you get this right, from this corner you will be full throttle all the way down to turn 7. The really tricky part is you don't have any braking markers, you don't have any turning points or whatsoever, so you need to practice to get this right. I brake about a car length before the darkening of the track in front of us. I like to hit the curb quite hard here, but if you hit it too hard it will spit you out too far to the right, and you need to be around the middle here. If you hit it right, you will be able to go full throttle at the curb. Now just don't be too aggressive with your turn-in and let the car wander, and don't scrub off too much of the speed. A little look from outside the car. As you can see, I hit the curb quite hard, stay in the middle of the track, hit the next curb just a tiny bit, and I'm able to keep it within the track because I don't hit it too hard. Now take the shortest route possible. Don't turn too much, so scrub off too much speed, and coming up to turn 7 it will be a good overtaking opportunity with the draft. Coming up to turn 7, I use this marshal post on the left as my braking marker, and as soon as the 3 part disappears, I use that as my turn-in marker. You want to go for a late apex on this one. You can actually carry quite a lot more speed than you think going up this little hill here, because you will be pushed into the hill. Because it's uphill, you want to get as early as you can on the throttle. I get on the throttle quite early, decide that's too aggressive and go off it and on again, and then you can walk all the way out here without getting a 1x. And this here, you want to just take the shortest route possible. I stay in 3rd all the way up to the top. You can use 4th, but I prefer 3rd. Coming up to turn 12, I use the end of this curb on the left as my braking marker. My turning point is where the grass goes closer to the white line. You want to go all the way onto the curb here. As soon as you hit it, go full throttle and let it slide out to the curb on the left. Everything now is just setting up for turn 17. You want to be in 4th for turn 17 and be on this curb to open the corner up as much as possible. I turn in the car and I do a little bit of trail braking, so no more than 15% at the end of this curb. I aim for the inside curb here. Keep it on the right side at this darkened part. If you can keep it here, you won't run off here onto the main straight. I attack the first one quite hard, all 4 wheels up on the curb, 2 on the next one. And then, as I said, stay near the darkened part and you will be golden for the straight. Now go for the shortest route possible, of course. And this is a long straight, as you can see, just like Lime Rock. So it's gonna be a sprint to the line. Little finish line is all the way up here by the tower. I hope this little guide helped you out. If it did, leave a like down below. Consider subscribing as well. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed. And now for the full hot lap.